Starting in Virasana, if you have a block, take your block between your feet if you want it. If not, you could just sit without it. Take your hands on your lap and practice sitting up tall. So as we go into our twisted Janu Sirsasana, we'll want to lengthen up the spine. So anytime we're in a twist, right, we want to create as much length as we can, as much space as we can in between each vertebrae so that they can turn easier on each other. If they're compressed and you start to turn, it doesn't feel so great, right, because you might be compressed. So let's not be compressed today. We're going to work on, right, lifting up as always and grounding down into our foundation. So that being said, hands on your lap. Press into your feet. So you want the tops of your feet to be pressing down into your mat and spread out your toes. So you might have to just reach back and spread the toes out and remind them to sit down. Press into your shins. So we're actively pushing down into your mat. Think about it as, those bouncy balls. If you just drop a bouncy ball on the floor, it'll bounce, right? But it'll just do like a little boing, 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 like my sound effects. But if you take a bouncy ball and you chuck it onto the ground, it's gonna go really high. So same thing applies here. The more firmly we can press down into our mat with whatever's touching the mat, the more height we can get from the rest of the body. So think about it that way. Hands on your lap, if I didn't say that already. Close your eyes down. And just some, simple breaths here, like nothing too big. Just entering into our practice with a firm foundation and a soft breath. And if you find yourself caught up in thought, just let the thoughts come and go. Imagine that your thoughts are clouds and you're just watching the sky. Each cloud represents a thought, and you just let it go on by on its merry way. Keep your foundation firm, so you're still pressing your shins down into your mat. Spread out your toes. Sit up tall now, a little bit taller. Lift the crown of your head up towards the sky. And then begin to deepen your breath. So practice breathing in and out of your nose with fullness. Make sure that your jaw is relaxed while you do that. Each round of breath, your breath becomes longer and fuller. Your exhale more complete. Let's take 3 more rounds of that breath. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. Long, steady inhale. Long, complete exhale. Last one in this position. Exhale. And then bring your hands to your heart center. Bow your head to your heart. Slowly blink, open your eyes, and gaze through your fingertips to the ground. And then as you inhale, sweep your arms out and up. See if you can look up towards the ceiling or the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach out and up. Press into your shins. Right, create that bouncing ball. Inhale, push down, lengthen through your spine, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more time. Inhale, press down into your shins, reach up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And just take your hands behind you and interlace your fingers. Try not to lean forward as you do that. So take a nice tall spine, hands behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Again, press down into your shins. Squeeze those shoulder blades in, but watch these lower ribs. They tend to want to pop out. Pull them in. So it's a nice long spine. You're working into the shoulder joints. Stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. Take your hands back into your lap. Let your legs settle down. So as you press down into your shins, your legs get really active. So come back into that. Squeeze the legs. Breathe in, lengthen up through your spine. As you exhale, twist to your right. So just a nice, easy twist, not going too far into it yet. Just stay here and practice. So practice as you inhale, lengthen up through the spine. Maybe you come forward a little bit. Exhale, draw your belly in, squeeze that right shoulder blade back to help you twist. Couple more breaths like that. Inhale. Exhale, belly in, squeeze the right shoulder blade in and down. Inhale, maybe come forward some. Exhale, squeeze. Nice, and then come forward as you inhale and lengthen up through the spine. Exhale, draw the belly in, twist to your left. Now pull your left shoulder back. So you're trying to take your chest to the left side of your mat. Push down into your shins. Like I got really lazy in my legs and I started to collapse. So I'm going to push down, lengthen back up, come back into my twist, and then work with my breath. Inhale, slightly forward, lengthen up. Exhale, draw the belly in, squeeze your left shoulder back. Inhale, don't forget your legs. Exhale, draw your belly in and turn. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale, draw your belly in. Twist. Pull that left shoulder blade down and in. Good. And then come back to center. We're going to twist to each side one more time, then we'll get off of our shins. Inhale, reach your arms up. Lengthen up. Exhale, twist to your right. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, draw your belly in. Inhale, press into your shins, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come to center, reach the arms up. Create length through the side waist and push down into your shins. Exhale, twist left. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lengthen up, push into your shins. Exhale. Good. Then come forward. Nice work. Come off of the shins. Maybe there's some tingly feet happening. Don't worry, it's just a temporary situation. So hands here are shoulder width apart, knees hips distance apart. And just go ahead and take your right foot back behind you. So you're going to push down into your toes and push your heel back. So just stretching out your calf muscles here. Switch sides. Right knee down, left foot back. Push your left toes down into your mat. Push your heel back. Oh, it feels so good. 3. Nice. And then take it down. Good. Now, let's come onto our backs. Now here, if you have a strap, you can use that, but if you don't have one, don't worry. So as we lay down, my bottle out of the way, take a full body stretch. So reach your arms back behind you, press your feet forward. Exhale, hug your right knee into your chest. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, right knee in, twist to your left. So take the right shin over to the left side. Reach your right arm out to the right. Feel that all through the side waist. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, left knee in, twist to your right. So left shin goes to the right, left arm to the left. Breathe here. Keep that bottom leg strong so you're pushing through the right heel. Inhale, come out, full body stretch. Exhale, hug both of your knees into your chest. And then do a little rock from side to side, just to give a little massage to the lower back. Keep your feet flexed, and then take your knees and make little circles with your knees. Go in the opposite direction. And then hug the knees in. Bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Make yourself into a little ball. See if you can grab opposite elbows. Flex your feet. And then let your head come back down to the floor. Grab your left shin. Take your right leg up towards the sky. Pull your right toes down towards your face. Breathe in and lower your right leg down towards the ground. Don't let it touch. Exhale, lift it up. We'll do 10 of these. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the belly drawn in. Inhale. Exhale. Both feet are flexed. Inhale. Exhale. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that right leg back up. Hug it in. Rock from side to side. Come to stillness. Grab your right shin. Extend your left leg up towards the sky. And then pull your toes towards your face. So you're keeping your feet active the whole time. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Keep everything in check. The belly's in. The feet are flexed. Good. Keep going. We've got 5 more here. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lift your left heel up. Hug your knees in, and then rock from side to side. So we're just getting some, flexibility in the hip through that and warming the muscles up. Take your left foot down to the floor, your right leg up towards the ceiling or sky, wherever you are. Pull the toes down. You can even grab your toes if you wanted. Here's where a strap could work too. Draw your shoulders down your back, and let's lengthen out the back of our legs. Keep your belly button drawn in. And your right leg is active, so you're not just letting the leg be floppy, you're squeezing the leg muscles in. And now extend your left leg forward. This is going to increase the intensity here of the stretch. But then take your leg out to the side. So if you're holding onto your toes, you can stay there. If not, you can hold underneath the leg. If you have a strap, hold the strap. I'm going to try hanging onto my leg today with my arm. Left leg is active. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the right leg back up. Hug your knee into your chest. And now grab the outer edge of your right foot. Do a little half happy baby. And so see how my foot is nice and flat? It's going to, almost like it's going to stomp on that imaginary ceiling up above me. Draw down your shoulder so that you're drawing down the right knee. So you're deepening here in your hip joint. We'll stay here for a few breaths. As you exhale, try to draw down on your foot a little bit more, but be mindful of your hip. Be mindful of your knees if they don't like it. Lessen the intensity of that. Left leg stays active. Good, one more breath here. And let's hug that right knee back in and then make some circles with the knee. Your right foot is still flexed. Go in the opposite direction. And then take it to a little twist. Extend that right leg. So straightening the right leg out and coming over to the other side. Good. Reach your right arm out. Keep both feet flexed. Like my bottom leg got a little lazy there, so I'm going to readjust. Inhale, come back up, and then hug both knees into your chest. A little rock from side to side. Now take the right foot down. Your knee's going to stay up here for a moment. Left leg up. All right, so you can either grab onto your foot, hang onto the hamstring, use a strap. Decide where you're going today. And let's just stretch out this left hamstring. So today my left hamstring is a little bit tighter than my right, which is surprising. So I'm going to hang on with my hands. Draw your belly button in towards your spine so that you stay nice and solid here. And this right leg is active. You're squeezing the leg muscles in towards their bones. Hi, birdie. Breathe here. Nice stretch. And take a couple more breaths here before we straighten the right leg. Take a big inhale. Long exhale, draw your belly button in and extend the right leg forward. Try to keep this left leg in the same position. Ooh, feel shaking happening in my leg. My goodness. Gonna stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll take the left leg out to the side. I'm gonna hold on to it. Use my strap. Need some assistance. And so we're keeping our right leg active. Squeeze the belly button in and then push out through your left heel. So you want to target your inner left thigh muscles. Every exhale, you can intensify that a little bit just by pushing the heel out. Keep drawing your toes back. And then inhale, bring your left leg up. Bend the knee into your chest, hug it in there for a second. And then we'll take the outer edge of the left foot. Half happy baby. Right leg is active, left foot is flat. Draw the shoulders down. So here we're just trying to deepen into our left hip joint. Deep breaths. Every exhale you can draw down just a little bit more. Be mindful here. Take one more breath here. And then bring that right knee back in. Give it a little hug. Straighten the leg and let's come over. Oh no, we have to do little circles, right? So knee is bent, feet are flexed, little circles with the right knee. Go in the opposite direction. Now draw it in, take it to your twist, and then straighten your left leg. Gaze can turn over to the left shoulder, left arm. But let your neck be in a position that is, sustainable. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg back up. Hug both legs in. little hug, grab behind your legs, and then let's come all the way up. Good work. All right, so let me get my props out of the way. We'll come into gate pose. So for gate pose, you're going to come onto your shins. All right, you can curl your toes under here or keep the tops of your feet flat. You want to keep your knees and hips in alignment, right? And then push down into your shins. You'll take one leg out. So I'm going to take my right leg out. And I turn my toes up. You could keep your foot flat if that feels better. But for me, if I turn the toes up, I feel like I can rotate into the hip joint and keep my hips more even. If my foot is down, this hip hikes up a little bit. If I turn it, my hips are a little bit more even, right? So let's try that. It's not a huge difference, but it can make a little bit of difference in my movement. So as I come into this, I want to make sure I'm pushing down into my standing shin. I push down into my right heel and then lengthen up through the spine. Right arm is light as I reach over to my right side. Just getting a nice lengthening through here. And then inhale, come up. Come onto your shins again. Reset yourself. Knees, hips distance apart. You could curl the toes under in the back if that helps you. And then take your right foot out. So again, you can have foot on the floor, but notice my hips. I want them pretty even. And if I'm here with my foot down, this left hip is a little bit higher. If I take the heel version, toes up, my hips are a little bit more even. Press down into your right shin, lengthen up through your spine. Left heel pushing down like a bouncing ball. And then lift up and come over. Really light pressure with your left hand, like no pressure really. Take your hand behind you. Deepen your breath. And now inhale, come up, and then take it into a Virasana, or you could just come into a seated pose. Just give yourself a second to let the body adjust to coming out of that. And then we'll come onto our hands and knees. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees hips distance apart. Go right into a downward facing dog. And then pedal your feet here so that you're stretching out the backs of your legs again. Come to stillness and look forward. Walk your feet to your hands. Fold over your legs. So grab opposite elbows and let your head drop. So here we want this lengthening to happen through the side waist, and we can help ourselves in this if we push down into our feet. So I'm just going to show you, right? So here's my forward fold. I'm not really doing anything. But now I'm going to push down into my feet, and look how that lifts my torso up. Squeeze the leg muscles. I lift up even more. Draw your belly in. I'm almost in a halfway lift here. Actually, I am. And then fold from there with nice solid legs, belly drawn in. I feel like I can bend a little bit more. I can fold a little deeper. And you keep your knees here slightly bent. If you need to keep them really bent, then do that. And then you play around in straightening your legs. Start with a solid foundation. Breathe in through your nose. It's going to lift you up some. Exhale, draw your belly in. Let your elbows be heavy. Good, one more breath. And release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. You can bring your hands to your shins and really lengthen the spine here. Exhale, take your hands down, right foot back, right knee down. Lunge on this side. So we want to stretch out our quadricep muscles too. They haven't gotten any attention yet. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw your belly in. Remember to push down into your feet equally, because if you push into one, like I just did, you'll fall over almost. Equal pressure into your feet. Rising up, breathe in. Exhale, hands down. Take the left foot back, and just switch sides. So right foot forward, left foot down. Push into your feet, squeeze your leg, pull the belly in, reach your arms up. Maintain that pressure in your feet. Draw your belly in, right? Like somebody's lifting you up. And then lean a little bit further into the front knee so you're having this nice stretch through your hip flexors. Breathe in. Exhale, take your hands down. Curl the back toes under and lift your left knee. Step forward and fold. Come back into ragdoll pose. Grab opposite elbows. Let your head drop. Get good pressure into your feet. Release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. And then we'll turn to the side. So take a wide stance here. Your feet are going to be parallel with the front and back edges of your mat, and bring your hands to your hips. So we want to practice pushing into our feet, squeezing the legs and drawing the belly in, lengthening up. The traffic is loud here, huh? And then take the right foot forward, going into extended side angle. So you bend into your front knee 90 degrees, and you might have to go a little bit longer, right? I just had to adjust my feet. Back foot's parallel. Stack your right knee over the right ankle. Push into your feet. Squeeze the legs. Now we're going to practice pulling the inner thigh muscles up, right, towards the pelvis. And then come into warrior two. So we'll go there first. Nice warrior two. Lengthening through the spine. Lift the crown of your head up. Good. Sink into it a little bit deeper. Maybe go a little bit longer between your feet. Let your tailbone drop down, so you got to keep drawing the belly in. Flip your palms, recline, reach back, stretch through the side waist. And then into extended side angle. Take the right forearm down, left arm up over your head. So here, keep the side waist nice and long as you can. Look up if that feels okay for your neck. If not, you're just looking straight forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then inhale, come up, warrior two. Straighten the right leg and turn the toes back into a standing, wide-legged position. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. I want you to reach forward as far as you can. Draw the belly in, push into your feet, lengthen, and then exhale, fold. Let your head drop. Keep pushing into the outer edges of your feet, so this creates solidity in your pose. Nice foundation. Draw the inner thigh muscles in and up towards your pelvis, and fold a little bit more. Deepen your breath here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, rise up. Good. Now turn your left toes towards the left edge of your mat. Bend into your front knee 90 degrees, coming into extended side angle on the left side. Bring in your practices. Feet push down, inner thighs lift up, belly in, lengthen the spine. Actually, warrior two, right? We start there. Spread your fingers and squeeze your shoulder blades in. And then see if you can just sink into it anymore. Feet are super active. You're pushing down, especially the outer edge of this back foot. Deepen that breath. One more breath here. And then flip your palms, recline, reach back, stretch through the left side body. Extended side angle, left forearm down, right arm up over your head. Right, make sure you're not putting a lot of pressure in the left arm. And you keep your left knee stacked over your left ankle. Long side waist. Pull that left hip back as you reach the left side waist forward. Good. Gaze can come up, or it can be forward, even down if that feels better for your neck. Good. Let's take a couple more breaths here. You got this. Inhale, come all the way up. Warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, turn the toes in. Good. Now, heel toe your feet back in. Whew. Good job. Shake it out. Let's practice standing leg raise. I had to think about it for a second. So press down into your left foot. The right knee comes forward. Push down into your right foot. See how that creates some length here. Grab your knee or your toes and reach forward. Practice pulling the shoulder blades back and sitting up nice and tall on your spine. You want to push that right heel forward. If you've got the toes, you want to push the right knee or shin forward if you've got the knee. Hold it here and then take it out to the side. Keep standing upright. If you start to slump, take the knee. Or if you've got the toes and you're slumping, just bend the knee. All right, sit up nice and tall. Work into your own pace. Push down into your standing foot and then release it out. Shake it out. Other side. Ground down into your right foot. Like really push down so that you can lengthen up. Take the knee or take your foot. Sit up tall. Remember to constantly be pushing down into your right foot so that you can create length, like your head is just going to touch the sky. Left leg goes forward, or you're holding on to your left knee and pushing that forward. So you're getting active here in the hips. All of your muscular connections in the hips are active. Good. Hold it here. A couple more breaths. Keep readjusting, pushing into your foot and lengthening the spine out to the side. Good. It's a lot of work here for the standing leg. Keep pushing down into your foot to help it. Squeeze your leg muscles. Good. One more breath. And then take it forward. And down. Shake it out. Let's come into dancer pose. Just one more stretch of the quadricep muscle. So you want to take your right hand forward, palm up, and then reach it back as you grab the inside of your foot so that your shoulder stays nice and open. If we do this, look at how closed and compressed my shoulder is. I'm going to come up, take it out. Nice. Push into your foot, lean forward, breathe in. Breathe out, go a little further, push into your foot, lengthen, and then go. All right, so you want to get that full expression of your pose. Other side. Left hand, palm up, reach back. Keep this shoulder nice and open. Try to grab the inside of your foot. Hinge forward at the waist. So here I'm pushing right into my hand with my foot. Push, 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 and lengthen. So I'm getting a stretch here of my arm as well. Breathe. Push down into your standing foot. Squeeze those leg muscles. Lift. Now I kind of came sideways a little bit. That feels okay for your body. It's all good. Let's come down onto our seat. So here, we'll bring the soles of our feet together into a Baddha Konasana. You could use a blanket here if you need a little bit of lift for your hips. So, soles of your feet together. Pull your toes out. And then I want you to try to take your outer knee and thigh and press it down towards your mat. So sit up tall in your spine, and you're just drawing the outer knee down towards your mat. Doesn't have to touch your mat. You're just taking it in that direction. Stay sitting up nice and tall. Good, deep breaths. Good, active in the legs, right? You should almost be shaking a little bit here. And then release it. Take the feet forward. Flex your feet. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. Paschimottanasana. Stretch out your back. And then let's inhale and come up. So coming into Parivrtta Janu, so take the feet wide here, and then flex your feet. And you want to push down into your heels, draw the inner thigh muscles in and up, and then practice sitting up nice and tall. Right? So we're not going to do much here. We're just going to stay in this position, flexing the feet, sitting up nice and tall. Push your sit bones down into your mat or the blanket, whatever you're sitting on. And just stay sitting up tall. Breathe. Keep drawing your inner thigh muscles in and up. So this is helping us to practice sitting up tall. And using our back muscles, using our abdominal muscles. Good. Now take your left foot to the inner right thigh. Sit up really tall here. Breathe in. And then exhale, hinge forward. So I want you to flex the right foot, press the outer left knee down, or even though it might be touching the mat, you really want to push down. Draw the belly in, and we'll reach forward. It's not time to go into our revolved Janu Sirsasana quite yet, almost. Come all the way back up. Take that left leg out. Reset, sit up tall, and then pull the right foot in. Outer right knee presses down, left heel pushes down, left toes lifting up. Draw the belly in, and then reach it forward. So whatever contact you have with your mat, a blanket, or the ground, push down into it. And then extend your spine as long as you can. And slowly walk it back up. Good. Take your feet back together. Flex your feet and sit up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Paschimottanasana. We'll add a twist here. So take your right hand to the outer left foot. Take your left hand behind you and just turn your torso. It doesn't have to be a huge twist. Just want you to sit up, draw your belly in, and turn. This left shoulder pulls back. Keep your feet together. Inhale, slowly come back to center, coming out of that twist. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, left hand to the outer right foot. Right hand goes behind you, and squeeze. Stay sitting up and draw your belly in on your exhale to help you twist more. Slowly as you inhale, come forward. Do another fold here. All right, so now coming into our Janu Sirsasana. So take your right foot out to the side a little bit. Left foot is in. Take that outer left knee and you're pressing it down. Push down into your right foot. sit up tall, reach up as you inhale. Exhale, turn your whole torso over your right leg and fold forward. Practice here, lengthening your torso and then folding forward like a book. Use your breath. Inhale, lengthen, lift the crown of your head. Exhale, draw your belly in, reach the crown of your head forward. And inhale, come all the way up. Take your right leg out a little bit further. So you're still pressing down into the right heel. That left outer knee is pushing down as much as you can. See how my foot is really active here? So I'm not going to have a lazy foot. Flexing my foot a little bit. I'm trying to help that left outer knee press down. And then take your right hand just to the right shin. Inhale, sit up tall. Left arm reaches up and over, and then just do a little side bend here. Your right arm reaches out over towards the right foot. So you're trying to get this side waist lengthen as you keep your left knee anchored down. Good. One more breath here. Try to turn the torso up. So here we're starting to practice turning up and then leaning over. Inhale, turn it up. Exhale, lean it over. One more time. Inhale, lift up, turn. Exhale, a little further. And then all the way out. Good. Take your legs forward. Just going to shake them out. And then Janu Sirsasana, the other side. So left foot forward, right foot in. Outer right knee presses down. Draw the belly in. Left heel pushes in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn and fold. Keep this outer right knee pushing down into your mat. Use that as your anchor. It's going to help you turn. Just taking this nice forward fold. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine. Exhale, reach forward to fold. Really get that belly pulling in. Feels so good for my lower right back. Do one more breath here. And inhale, we rise up. Take that left leg a little further out. Drawing your outer right knee down. Lengthen up through your spine. Left hand is really soft here on your left leg. So practice sitting up nice and tall first. Slide that left hand down towards your ankle or your toes. Folding over. And so just notice, right, the tendency is to let this right shoulder round forward. Let's try to get out of that as you inhale. Turn your torso up. Exhale, lean and reach. Inhale, turn the torso up. Exhale, keep the torso lifted as you lean. It might come forward a little bit. That's okay. We're practicing, right? Inhale up. And exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale over. One more breath here. Inhale, turn the torso up, a little twist. Exhale, try to keep that lifted. And then come all the way up. Good. Bring your legs in. Shake it out. See how much time we have left. Okay. Here we go, guys. It's humid out here. Right foot out to the side. Left foot is in. Grounding down and sit up. Take your right hand down and then come up. Right hand down towards your toes and then come up. Down towards your toes. See if you get a little further. Come up. Take your left arm up as you do that now. Oh, I can go all the way to my toes. A couple more like that. Good, and then hold it here. Bend your right elbow. This is what we're going to do. We're going to try to get the elbow down towards your mat, and then your right hand can go wherever. So it depends on the rotation of your shoulder joint, like how much play you have in there, to whether or not your hand can come down to the floor or even to your toes. Like this is good enough, right? My elbow is connected to my knee, so I've got a little bend here and I can grab my toe. Take the left arm up and reach over. So here's a spot, right, where the strap could be your friend, right? You can shorten that distance, right, and really let the elbow bend towards the floor. Lift your left arm up and lean over. So you want this left shin, left outer knee pressing down, guys. Don't forget your right heel either. Turn your torso up and then lean. If you have a strap, you can work on taking your hands a little closer to your strap. But this is the gist of the pose, right? Here it is. Turning the torso up, trying to connect with our toes. Maybe as we go and practice, we can do it. Maybe you could grab your toes. It's not real pretty. Right, so some people can go up and over and grab their toes with their top hand and then turn up. It's beautiful. I can't do that. I'm working on it. Right? Okay, come all the way up. Whew. And then take a counter stretch. So left hand down, right arm up and over. Stretch that out. And then come up. Go to the other side. I'm sure we're running out of time now. So left foot down or out to the side. Right knee in. Right, you know what to do. Push everything down. Lengthen up. Right, and just lean over to the left. And come up. Do that like 3 times, right? Leaning over. Coming up. Try to stay tall in your spine. Leaning over, trying to reach towards your toes. And up. Now lift your right arm up. Over. All the way up, hand down. Exhale. Take it over. Inhale, come up. Get as tall as you can, push down. Exhale, keep pushing down and lean. All right, let's go into it now, right? So take yourself down, trying to get that left elbow bent and towards the floor, and then grabbing your toes. All right, just lean over, just working yourself here. Maybe you use a strap. All right, bridge that gap. So you can try to get your elbow down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And this right shoulder, you want it to pull back as much as you can to reach over. Maybe you can get your toes. Where are they? There they are. Just gonna work here. Keep pushing your left heel down, the outer right knee down. Stay tall and turn the torso up. Right? What I mean by tall is I'm trying to extend the spine long. Take one more breath here. And come all the way up. Counter stretch. Left arm reaches up and over to the right side. And then come all the way up. Good work. Bring yourself into a cross-legged position. Okay. So, that's it, right? Janu Sirsasana with a twist. Parivrtta Janu Sirsasana. So you can just keep playing around with that. But it really is time to cool down. So let's do that. So come into your cross-legged position and do some torso roll. Go in the opposite direction. Inhale, bring your arms up, reach up. Exhale, take your hands behind you and interlace your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. If you're like me and my hands are kind of sweaty now because I'm outside and it's humid, I'm going to take the strap and work with that. Good. One more breath in. Long breath out. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good. And then release it. Switch your feet now. So opposite foot in front. Sit up tall. And torso rolls. Go in the opposite direction. Coming all the way up. Inhale, reach the arms up. Same thing, take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers. If you're doing that, change your grasp. If you're taking the strap, just squeeze those shoulder blades together. Sit up nice and tall, still practicing that. A couple more breaths here. Opening up the chest, reversing any collapse that might have happened as we were working into Janu Sirsasana with the twist, which, you know, is just going to happen. It's practice. Okay, let it go. And then we'll come onto our backs. Now, if you have a block, have it handy. If not, don't worry about it. Actually, before we come onto our backs, let's go into reverse tabletop. So feet on the floor, hips distance apart, hands behind you, and then your fingers are pointing towards your hips. As you inhale, lift up, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Maybe your head drops back. But if not, just keep your head forward and practice. Pull that Jalahara Bandha right in. So you're pulling your chin in to lift up, and then maybe you go back, and it'll feel okay. I think that feels fine for me. Now I'll come down onto your back. Take a full body stretch here. Exhale, hug your right knee into your chest. Hold it here and pick your forehead up to meet your knee. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, hug your left knee in, your forehead up to meet your knee. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, bring your feet on the floor, knees up. Draw your belly in, so scoop your tailbone forward, and then roll your knees from side to side. One more time, each side. And then bring your feet to the floor, knees up. Here, you could take the block and squeeze the block with your knees and come into bridge pose. Right, if you don't have a block, don't worry about it. Just come into bridge pose. Press your palms down into the floor and then lift and squeeze your shoulder blades together. So see how my chest is lifted up. And hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring your hips back down, remove the block. Bring the soles of your feet together. Knees go out wide. Supta Baddha Konasana, and take one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And just take a few breaths here to allow the body to settle down. And then let your legs come forward. Take your palms up by your side. Make sure that you're comfortable as we go into Shavasana, your final resting pose. So as you're here in your Shavasana, allow your body to absorb all of the work that you just did. Let go of control of your feet or your breath. And let your body be really heavy. Allow your jaw to relax and your face to soften. slowly begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Bring your feet to your mat, knees up, and roll to your side. Stay here for a moment on your side. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. And then bring yourself up. Come to seated. Eyes closed. Bring your right hand over your heart, your left hand over the right, and bow your head. And we'll seal our practice together with the chant of one Om. Breathe in. Thank you for sharing this practice today. Together we say, Namaste.